All right, we're back.
We are back.
Ropeadope TV here in East Philly. Lewis here, Fabian Brown.
What's up, Lewis?
It's much later than usual. You probably noticed, if you're a regular watcher of this show, that the sun has already set. We got a beautiful reflection of the Ropeadope Store in the window. Train's been by.
Twice.
Brought all the goods twice?
Twice.
Nice. So we're coming in with a little bit of a track called Bad Brains, an homage to Bad Brains from the MK Groove Orchestra. Great track, and one of the ones that got my attention when we signed them.
Bad
Brains. Said a little. Do you know the band Bad Brains?
I don't. This is fresh, first time for me.
Wow. So you gotta dig. Let's Google right now. HR.
Yeah.
Mid-1980s, perhaps. Washington, D.C.
Seminole Punk.
Like Key.
Yeah.
Key.
Hardcore punk. With the guitar player now.
What's that?
I'm really friendly with the guitar player that plays with HR now. And actually, whenever they have the drummer drop out, they're going to call me to play with HR and a bass player.
May your dreams come true. Seriously. That's a big thing.
Bad Brains are an American hardcore punk band formed in Washington, D.C. in '77. They are widely regarded as among the pioneers of hardcore punk. Though the band's members have objected to this term as described their music. That's good. Hardcore punk, reggae, and heavy metal.
It's interesting how all that intertwines.
Look at Wikipedia.
And earlier tonight, we had a visitor.
Yes.
We're not going to name names.
Okay.
But we'll say that he plays with Streetlight Manifesto, which I would say follows in that vein, right?
I mean, I liked it. The crazy thing was the connection to how you guys got hooked up online. You shared it before, but it was an exchange on Facebook. And
well, you gave away the name of my private app.
Oh.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, those guys from Delaware.
Those guys from Delaware.
The guys from Delaware. They were down here in East Philly. Stopped in at Local Links and
Streetlight bathroom and got some coffee.
There you go.
Which was awesome.
There you go. Yeah, Streetlight Manifesto probably falls in that vein. How do you? We're gonna just ask Nick. Nick, give me a timeline from Bad Brains to Sublime to Streetlight Manifesto.
Oh, that's a great...
Am I right in making connections there?
100%.
There you go. Yeah. Anybody else we should mention in that mix?
Oh,
like
no, I'm not doing
serious people? Nick.
Just ask
How do you
Nick.
expect to ever have a spinoff if we can't just ask you?
It's coming up.
All right. Let's talk about timeline. I'm going to have to pick another song because we are horribly unprepared for tonight. We're here late night in East Philly. Semi-late night. We've got visitors from the neighborhood, which we love.
We got a live studio audience. Is this our first live studio audience? Kind of.
I think so. Yeah, I'm nervous. You nervous?
No. I'm a little bit nervous.
Thank you. You just, yeah. I get it. All right. So I'm all right. Yeah, I feel much better now. I'm futzing around here with Apple Music, and I'm on this collection that we put together back in 2014, which is called Human to Human, Volume 1, Eclectic Breaks and Beats, put together by Aaron Dalton in Staffordshire, UK.
Right on.
From the band Hugh. Love Aaron. I went up to visit him. My Europe trip, I think I mentioned it. Man, he's just so committed to the music and puts together some really interesting things. I want to try to grab something off of here. We got Michael Cameras just knocking it out right here. And I gotta wait. He's made me stop.
I love it. Bad Brains.
This takes me back and really taxes my memory because I recognize the song names, but I don't know exactly who is who. Somebody want to Google meet me at the Polo Grounds? I like that groove.
Thank you. Get the Polo Grounds.
Todd Clouser, of course.
Is that from like something in the pipeline with him? What's going on with him? Why is that here? That's why it's fresh in my brain. Okay.
It's like an entourage song.
Todd Clouser, I met, it's a great story actually. We did this really strange thing when the internet was first coming in, or maybe like 4 or 5 years into like the internet is part of your life. There was a company called Sonic Bids.
Okay. Yeah.
And they built their model around, we're going to, there's no shortage of people who are always like, well, there's musicians, so let's build a model that gets money from musicians. Sure. Right? Strange. So their thing was, we'll get you placed at a record label. So we'll do this thing where you can pay $20, right? And we'll take 100 entries or 500 entries or whatever, and then the record label will select one of you to have a record contract.
Okay.
And that's, and then they would do a revenue share with us, which was strange. But we're like, it's the early days. Let's try, We need to pay the rent. Let's see what goes on, right? So Todd Clouser was the winner of one of those.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and he had done a record with, and I think it's this record, with like Stephen Bernstein from Sex Mob, who had been on Ropeadope.
Right.
Several other recognizable names. And Todd's from Minneapolis.
Sex Mob. That's so funny.
Great name, right?
Right.
Yeah. Unless you take it the wrong way.
So it sounds like, was it a gimmick to get people to?
No, it's like a legit way to try to get artists to put up a profile and get connected with industry, or at least in the old model, like that was the thing. Like people would pay to get in front of a record label, right? So they were doing it. It was like the artists only had to pay $20. But they got 100 people at $20, so it was $2,000. So then they paid their bills and shared some money with us, and we're like, okay, we absolutely have to pick one. It's strange for us because, what if they were all shitty,
Right.
Yeah, I was just saying,
bad,
right? Talented people out.
Yeah, and it turns out, it was not only not shitty. Hey, Todd. But it was really good,
He's coming by, right? No?
Todd is coming here in May.
May, okay.
Yeah, so he lives in Mexico City.
Whoa.
Yeah, the coolest thing about Todd is like he before we even started the concept of like let's network with people, let's like connect with people around the world. Todd was all about it. So Stephen Bernstein was on that record. Then he lived in Cabo San Lucas.
Okay.
Before Cabo became like developed, and he's a surfer, right? So he would go down there, hang out, and then he would go down to Mexico City and play with all the jazz cats. So when he wanted to connect with artists that were better known in the United States, he'd be like, hey, come down to Cabo, hang out for, So they would fly down there, they'd hang out. Then he moved to Mexico City, and he's been all over the Mexican jazz scene, South American jazz scene, Central American jazz scene. But also he's got that rock tinge that is inevitable in Mexico, apparently. Like Mexico is about Clouser. Yep, and he'll be up here in a couple weeks. He runs Ropeadope Store, Ropeadope South, so in Mexico City. Yeah, that's how you know. So earlier we were looking at this playlist, which would indicate that we were prepared, which
You're funny.
is not true.
We're not prepared.
And I said we have this track called Rosa Lane.
Oh.
Which is funny because we have a track called Rose Lane coming up on the Matt Cappy record.
Let's hear
We'll
this.
talk about Matt Cappy in a minute. But Rosa Lane is the Blue Method. One of the most, the least known and best South Jersey, East Philly band that ever was, right? I think they're out of Willingboro.
Who's this?
The Blue Method. I mean, these guys had the soul and the funk, and that was... We had a record out of theirs in maybe like 2007. Well, Adam Blackstone's from Willingboro.
Oh,
he's,
sure. Yeah.
He's like music director for
Everybody.
Lady Gaga, Justin Timberlake. You know, like there's a lot of talent. I don't think a lot of people know about. We joke about East Philly, South Jersey, if you will. A lot of people from here. A lot of talented musicians from here.
Tom Long, Blue Method, sax player. I went to college with him.
Seriously?
Great, phenomenal player, man. I remember competing against him in high school, but you know that all goes.
Competing like what? At basketball or weights or wrestling?
Lifting weights, push-ups.
Yeah.
Yes.
For what?
And who can get the most girls?
I don't need to ask that question.
Yeah.
10 kids, no problem. Got it. So let's talk about Matt Cappy for a second, because this song was called Rosa Lane. Matt Cappy has a song called Rose Lane coming up on his new record, but he's playing this weekend, right? Right here in East Philly.
We're in
Haddon Heights.
East Philly, you know, born and raised in West Berlin, New Jersey. Excited though because, so this weekend, April 22nd, Rhythm and Brews. Second year we're putting on this music and beer festival. It's crazy. The community...
Wait, music and beer?
Music and beer. Can you imagine those two things?
I'm down. I'm good.
Local breweries, 10 different breweries, 11 different musical acts, you know, food trucks, you name it. We shut down the whole entire, you know, downtown area. You know,
You say like the whole entire downtown area.
Well, there's only 2 blocks.
I was just gonna say, like somebody said to me the other day.
4 blocks, though.
So no, and I'm not putting it down. This is what's beautiful about it. This is what's cool about it.
The whole East
Somebody
Philly
said to me
area.
like, Haddon Heights, that town is really cute, and I'm like,
cute.
You know what?
It is cute.
It is fucking cute. It really is.
Did they say
like
the
in
word
a way that we don't, huh?
They said the word cute though?
Yeah, and I put the F-bomb in front of it, so
It's
I'm
a
good.
cute- it's a cute
right?
town.
No, it's like it's
Fucking
but it's not
cute.
cute in like a
Quaint.
yeah, quaint is
Charming.
definitely a better word. But you know, it's got an old feel.
It does.
But you
A
got
few
young
blocks,
cats
not too
rolling
big,
around.
and it's not like it's. What's funny about it is like, it's the kind of town you find like maybe in the middle of Eastern Shore, Maryland,
Right.
or Kansas or something. Except that there's
Little Mayberry.
right, but around those towns is nothing. But around these towns is you're a few minutes from Philly, you're an hour and a half from New York.
Right.
And you know, you
Atlantic
still got the
City.
railroad tracks, and the gate comes down,
Yep.
and the stores are on the main street, you know, and you feel like there's an authenticity to that. There's a vibe.
Well, there's
you know?
there's a downtown district that, I mean, I got to be honest. You know, a few years back, really, you know, it's just a cute little downtown district. But then you got
Cute
some
little downtown
movers and
district.
shakers that came in. You know, became residents.
One of them's right here.
Well, you know,
2 of them are right here.
Live studio
Yep.
audience.
Joe Gentile at Local Links,
You know, and
putting a town together.
completely collectively, everyone pitching in their part, doing their thing to put together an event that's bringing. I mean, last year we brought in 3,000 people. This year anticipated close to 5,000-6,000 people, which is nothing to sneeze at. You know, but you got local everything. You got local breweries. You got local food trucks. You got local bands and musicians. Matt Cappy being one of them coming out. I'm excited about that. You know, so you got guys who's literally toured around the world, you know, and back again. Collingswood resident, you know, coming right here to Haddon Heights. And you got guys who, you know, are super local. So you got a wide range, a wide spectrum of people from all walks of life, all genres of music coming here to Haddon Heights, April 22nd, 3 to 8. There's the plug.
There's the plug. No, but you like. Okay, we're
Down
gonna
there
put
in
the
the
link down. Just look down.
Hilarious.
But you can say it.
But I
It's a
want
website.
It's a website.
It's a newfangled Heights in Progress. Where is it?
Heights in Progress. But you know what? Here's the cool thing. Here's the hip thing. Hip for Doug. Hashtag Hip for Doug. Check that out on social media.
Tell me about that.
You know, here's what I know. You know, we like to give back to the community. We like to do great things. This guy came back to us. You know, someone made us hip.
I'm listening. You know,
It's okay. You're ignoring me on the
I'm good.
iPad. It's all good. Hip for Doug came out. 29-year-old guy. Needed a heart transplant. He had heart conditions running in his family. They never knew that, at 29 it was going to hit him.
29.
Cardiomyopathy is what it was.
Cardiomyopathy. Horrible. So to help offset some of the costs, some of the proceeds that we're collecting are going to go right directly to his family to help with, the costs that, insurance is not covering. So
every cup we sell, not beer, but every cup we sell, commemorative cup.
So you sell the cup, right?
Sell the cup. Yeah, exactly. So $2 goes for each cup, and then the day of the event. Thing is, I got like 4,000 cups. Hopefully, we're handing this guy a check for $4,000 at the end of the day. Beautiful. That's what I plan on.
Beautiful.
$20 for 4 beers. A cup comes with it on the first try. We just want to be able to say, look, we gave away this many cups, and we want to be able to give this guy a little bit of GoFundMe local. Is really
beautiful.
What this is.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So check it out. Rhythm and Brews, April 22nd. Go on Facebook. It's plastered all over there. Everyone from, it's funny because we had these guys come out that, did cover ID guys. That's the name of the business. That did the swipe. So last year when we had this
What do you mean
event,
did the swipe?
So, they have like a little thing. It's like a little POS, right? You come in, you get ID'd, all right? But it tells us all this information. Point of sale.
I wanted to clarify.
Piece of gold, actually, because from a marketing perspective, it really helped us out with what we missed and what we.
So they swipe and.
So we found out that 15% of the people that came to the event last year were residents in this town.
The other percent came from all over the world, all over the joint.
Someone from Alaska. Wow. Okay,
so Alaska. It was cool.
So we're excited about that. We're excited to give back to the community.
He was in town for the day, I guess.
Lucky him or her. Not sure.
Demographics.
My social media skills, I would be like seeing who his friends are in Alaska,
and then trying to
and seeing if I could get more people from Alaska to come to Haddon Heights.
Yeah.
Because he knows people.
So maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Or
the world's our oyster.
Central Jersey is really where. I'm going to throw some zip codes in Central Jersey. We're going to go to Bordentown area where Doug's from. Doug's family is from that area. Point Pleasant, that kind of thing. We really opened up a lot of the age demographic.
And they'll show up. His friends and family are going to show up to represent.
And whoever's a sponsor.
All right, going to bring it back to the music.
What do we got?
This is Aaron Dalton and his brother Mike. It's the kind of music that they make. We have a record coming out of theirs in, I'm thinking later in the summer.
Okay.
As I mentioned, Aaron Dalton from Staffordshire, UK, or thereabouts. Because I don't know too many places in the UK.
Okay.
Great stuff in the studio. He runs a music program, I think, or studio facility there. Record that's coming out is going to have a little bit more live stuff. Not less than studio vibe, but just more instrumentation, more vocals. This is mostly instrumental stuff from a few years ago. And then I want to go back into this track from. I want to play the Matt Cappy track. What you got?
I was going to ask you a question. There's a couple things in the pipeline. So by the time this airs, there's a couple things that people don't know about. Particularly something that's been. Go ahead. Tonight, you could say
tonight.
12 hours.
Ropeadope website is going to mysteriously just change over. The site that you've known for 5 to 17 years is going to disappear, and we're going to have a little bit of a new look.
Ropeadope.com.
And no, see, I missed it, man. Got me all distracted.
What do we got coming up?
I like the sound of that, though. I'll play a little Matt Cappy.
Oh, I love that. So, new website coming out.
That's right. As we go in, right at midnight tomorrow night, as we open up the Eddie Palmieri record for release this Friday.
Is Cappy?
You just gotta.
Yeah, let's listen to Vibe for a second.
All right, so let's run down the events.
Okay.
There's little Matt Cappy
Yep.
playing this weekend
Yes.
at Heights of Progress.
Rhythm and Brews.
Rhythm and Brews Festival. And then his record's going to come out middle of the summer.
Yep.
I'm thinking June. I hope so. Trying to make it.
Nice.
Everybody's excited in the UK about this record, and we want everybody to get excited about it here. All right, we got to get on. We got to get on our game because Eddie Palmieri comes out on Friday. Website launches tomorrow night.
Yep.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. We're in the future. Right?
I'm happy to be. I've always wanted to be in the future. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Rhythm and Brews Saturday.
Yep.
Then we got to get ready to get on the road.
Where are we going?
We are going to the Art of Cool Festival.
Ooh.
Beautiful festival in Durham, North Carolina. I say beautiful. I've never been. It looks good from the marketing. Oh, it looks great. But we got a lot of people playing.
Yeah,
Cicely Mitchell curates that festival. She's like on her game. She's one of the new pioneers of the new music business. You know, she's. They call it the Coachella of the East.
That's a big claim. I love that.
Yeah.
Art of the Cool Fest.
I'm hoping I'm hoping it's a little more chill than Coachella. But
Yeah.
so here's who's playing. So Christian Scott will be there.
Oh, I love it.
Matt Stevens will be there. I think it's a Matt Stevens, Christian Scott bill.
Okay.
The Dallas crew is in. So we got Sputsy, right? With Sputnik.
Yes.
Sean Martin, I believe. Yes.
Yes. I mean, look at that. That's great.
I was in the middle of all this, and you know my memory, right?
Let's see. I'm excited because I get to reconnect with some friends.
My God, look at the rest of the lineup. So there's Matt Stevens.
Matt.
See, I look at this stuff and I don't notice anybody that's not on Ropeadope.
RC.
Sorry, everybody else.
RC and the
just
Grits.
focus. There's Sean, right? And RC. So you got Sputnik, RC, and Sean one night. Then you got Terrace Martin coming in.
My goodness.
With the Polyseeds.
Whoa.
Or should I say the Polyseeds coming in with Terrace Martin. Opening for George Clinton at Parliament. Yeah, on Saturday night. So that's the show. Right?
That's the end of the month. That's
so we're gonna go
April.
down. That's next weekend. Yes. Or no. Yeah, it's next weekend. So we gotta.
You're going to North
We just
Carolina
told your
next
wife. Yeah. Danielle. We'll bring him back safe.
Sure.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Or
Great.
do we have to cut the show
No.
yet again?
She doesn't watch this far in.
We've been there. We've been there before. All right. So here's the deal.
That's great.
We're gonna head down. I think we're gonna take the train.
I love that.
We're gonna kind of have a little road adventure. Gonna take the train down to Raleigh. Then catch those two shows. We're gonna host a night for press Friday night in Durham.
Okay.
Hang out with everybody on Saturday. And then I'm rolling on to Atlanta, Georgia from there.
I'll come back home.
You're
What?
coming back. I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia
Look at this
for Colonel Bruce Hampton's 70th birthday party at the Fox Theater with,
Oh my goodness.
ready, people from Widespread Panic, Carl Denson, Warren Haynes from Government Mule, Peter Buck from R.E.M., John Fishman from Fish, Chuck Level from the Rolling Stones, John Popper from Blues Travelers, and of course, Billy Bob Thornton from Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh my God.
That's where he's associated. And we're gonna, I'm gonna go down. Colonel Bruce Hampton put a record out with us 3 years and 1 month ago, or 3 years and 3 weeks ago, March 25th, 2014, called Pharaoh's Kitchen. He drew the album art. Can we get that?
I'm looking for it. Nick, you know where that's at? Colonel Bruce Hampton?
Grab it, Colonel Bruce. He drew the album art in a Sharpie, sent it to me, and said, "What do you think of that?" I said, "That's beautiful. Let's put it out."
I don't see it on the wall.
So this festival's in Georgia?
Atlanta.
It'd be at the Fox Theater in Georgia. 70th birthday party for Colonel Bruce. Colonel Bruce is, man, I think his first big show was the Hampton Grease Band, John
Billy
Lennon,
Bob Thornton's gonna be
John
there?
Lennon, and the Allman Brothers. at the Fillmore. Yeah.
And the
Covers
Rolling
Hampton.
Stones are going to be there?
No, Chuck Level from the Rolling Stones.
That's awesome.
Is that in the frame? Look at that. Look at that with a Sharpie.
Best album art we've ever gotten. All right, everybody. Thank you.
See that, baby?
We're going to take it out. We're going to head on the road. See everybody when we get back. We'll probably have one more episode. We'll do it.
It's like simple.
Think so? Turn the music up. Let's get an episode. Remember that episode where I ate on stage?